Annie Bird, and I am your music appreciation teacher. I wanted to give you an overview of the course, just kind of a course tour of how I've got everything set up. So hopefully everything will be clear for you, and maybe answer some questions you might have before we even start. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go through these tabs. So the first one is the announcements, and I'll let you read the first announcement on your own when you open it up. This is just kind of taking each little section and just kind of giving a brief description about it, of like how I've got things set up. The next thing I want to go to is the course calendar. And what I've done here is I've taken each week, it has the date range, and then it has everything you need to do for that particular week. This would be a good thing to print out and maybe just kind of have handy, or at least bookmark it or something. I've got it here in this tab, but I also have it right here where you can just print out on paper if you want to. All right, next I want to go through the syllabus. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm just going to kind of explain a few things that I think are important. Number one, you can print it out right here if you want to, just so you have a paper copy. I know I kind of like paper copies. First thing I wanted to mention was the textbook. You will need the textbook. However, an older version should be fine. You do not need the Connect feature. You just need the book itself. And you can get it on Amazon or whatever. So, but you will need it. If you have an older version of the book, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Some of the pages might be off, but the content is probably pretty much the same. And I don't think you'll have a problem figuring out what page you need to read. Okay, so this is how I've got the course set up as far as how many quizzes, discussions. You have 3 projects to do during this. One is a musical performance critique, and the other one is midterm and final project that is going to be a PowerPoint presentation that I will explain in another video. I have here what I consider to be what I'm looking for a discussion question, a typical discussion question that I have in this course. I have several different kinds, but this is the kind that you're going to have to actually find a piece of music and comment on it. So you can just kind of look through that and just so you can kind of see what I'm looking for. You will have quizzes throughout the course, and you can use the book for that. Everything is open in this course, so you can work ahead if you need to. So you can take once you've read what you need to read in the book, you can take the quiz. But you will not be able to see the score for your quiz until after the due date. Like I said, you're going to have 3 projects. One's a midterm and final, and then a live performance critique. And like I said, I will spend more time explaining that in another video. The other thing I wanted to point out to you, in case maybe you're new to ASU, you have to do something in this course in the first 10 days, whether complete an assignment, communicate with me, something. You have to do something in this course within the first 10 days. If you do not, like if I get to the 10th day and you have not done anything in the course, then you're automatically dropped. So you want to make sure that you do that, because it's kind of a pain to get back into a class and all that. And the rest of this is just self-explanatory stuff. You just can read it. I'm not going to read it to you, but just wanted to point out those few things. Okay, so assignments. So they're just by week. And so if you just click on one, you're going to have a few different kinds of assignments. The first kind is a listening assignment, where I just have you listen to some music, watch the videos. You can do it while you're driving or whatever. Not watch them, but listen or whatever. So there's nothing to turn in. You just simply listen, and there's something to listen to every week. Another thing that you will have to do pretty much every week is read a section of the book. And like I said, if your page numbers don't match, it's probably not too hard to figure out what you're supposed to read. And sometimes I post additional videos to kind of help explain whatever it is we're talking about in that section of the book. Again, there's nothing to turn in. You just read the book and watch the videos. Now, this is the first week, so I'm just giving you an early heads up for the midterm project and also the live performance critique. But I'll explain that in a different video. Just kind of show you another week here. So here's just week 4. Okay, yeah, every so often you'll have this as an assignment. Okay, there's nothing for you to do for this. I mean, as far as turning something in, it is just for you to stay on track for the midterm. I do it for the midterm and for the final project. At this point, so this is week 4. At this point, we will have read and taken a quiz on the Middle Ages, and so this would be a good time to just do that section of your PowerPoint presentation. If you do this as you're going, when it's due, it's just done. So I would definitely encourage you to do that. Like I said, there's nothing to turn in for this. This is just to keep you on track for those bigger projects. Okay, I wanted to show you discussion board. Okay, so I have various kinds of discussion boards. The first one is your standard, introduce yourself, whoops, and so on. Now, you've got some, when it says just for fun, they're just for fun. I mean, there's nothing, you don't have to do them. You're not required to do them. But if you want to, it'd be kind of fun to kind of have a conversation about these. I tried to find unusual pieces that were from other countries sometimes, and they're just very unusual. And so I thought, it'd be kind of fun to just listen to them and just kind of just tell me what you think. And then you'll have other kinds. This is kind of, like right here. This is the first one that is going to require you to find some music for that time period. And I want to caution you, when you're looking for music to post on the discussion board, make sure it's actually written in that time period. So you might find something that's written in the style of the Renaissance, for example, but it wasn't written in the Renaissance period. So you need to make sure that you know that piece was actually written during that time period. And then I really do want you to copy and paste the questions here. There's a part 1 and a part 2, and then just answer the questions on the post. I find that when people copy and paste the questions, that they don't miss one. A lot of times people will miss one, just because they just missed it or whatever. Now, the other thing I will say, and this is something that's kind of an issue. So in certain time periods, you'll have maybe a piece from an opera, an oratorio, a mass, a symphony, or some other larger work. I don't want you to post the whole work. Like, for example, if you find something from an opera, do not post the whole opera. Just post that one aria or song from that opera. Because the purpose of your posting is other people are going to watch your videos. So don't post something that's 2 hours long. No one's going to sit there and watch a 2-hour opera. So just post the one piece from the opera or the oratorio. And then just make your comments on just that one piece. And also right here, this is how you post a video on Blackboard. So watch that. That'll show you how to do it. And because what you should see is your post with the video right in the post. Okay. Alrighty. So, another thing that happens a lot of times is people, they forget to respond to a classmate. So what I do, okay, you'll have a due date for your discussion board, but what I'll do is I will look to see if somebody has, like in a few days, if people have already turned it in and done both parts, I will go ahead and grade it. Now, I will not grade it if you don't have both parts done, because sometimes people will do their part and then kind of wait to respond to another person, so they don't have that done. I will not grade that until after the due date. But once I grade it, that's it. I'm not going back and fixing anything. So if I say in the comments when I grade it, don't forget to respond to a classmate, I'm not going to go back and regrade that. So make sure that you do both parts. Okay, so that's the discussion board. Other resources. These, again, are just kind of some fun things that I have added to most weeks. Not every week has one, but they're just kind of just a little extras just for fun. Just I thought they were interesting. There's nothing required with them. You just listen and enjoy. I mean, my goal for you in this class is, yes, to learn the development of Western music from the medieval period till the present, but also just to maybe find out that maybe you enjoy some music from a different time period and maybe add it to some of your playlists, and just listen to music and enjoy it. That's kind of what my goal is. Um, so, I will, like I said, I will have some other videos for in this first week right here. I'll have videos explaining the live performance critique and the midterm project. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm pretty quick about emailing back. I try to stay on top of it. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and I hope you enjoy the class.